So today on Project Shop, we have a bunch of these massive 1500 watt LED lights. Now these things here, I keep getting these in waves. They keep changing them out. They were like first gens, and there's something faulty with them. So I'm okay with that, man, because I buy them at 15 cents a pound, and then I get $1 a pound for the extrusions, 62 for the sheet, and 62 for the cast. Now, I have one on the scale here. Okay, and this thing weighs, that says 79 pounds. So I bought them at 80 pounds, but that's okay. We'll let the pounds slide. There's 10 of them, that's 10 pounds at 15 cents. What I pay, $1.50 extra. So what we're gonna do is bust these down. And since we have exactly 10 of them, we're gonna determine what each one is worth, and if it's actually worth spending the time to break them down. So we'll get a time real quick. We got so much scrap here in the shop. Okay, it is 6:20. So I'm gonna knock one apart in real time, then we'll time lapse the rest of it, and then we will come back and determine whether or not it was actually worth it. I'm gonna bust this one down right here all the way, just so we can get all of our tools, and then we'll run through all of them one process at a time. And I'm pretty sure most of the hardware on these is stainless steel. Now this next process, cleaning this off, I'm back and forth on whether or not the air chisel's the way to go or the hatchet. I like the hatchet method. Let's see here. Right now we're up to 3 different bits. Those are nice pieces of extrusion. Now, this stuff here, I think what I was doing was just pulling the bolts so it didn't look so bad. These bolts have like a rubber. They put a rubber O-ring on them. It's a pain in the butt. I think I was just knocking this off. Just to make it look like there's not so much hardware. I think those are 13. This 13's got a crack in it. Those have a lifetime warranty from Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight wants you to bring back the entire kit. Well, maybe we'll do that and get a whole new socket. Which makes 0 sense to me. Yeah. Alright, well, that out with a hammer. Let me go get the hatchet. So unfortunately, I don't know where my hatchet is. So we're going to use the air gun, and I'm pretty sure this went pretty simple. That is one nice. Let's see how much that weighs. 86 from 79. So that's like a 7-pound piece of extrusions. That's nice. And then this piece here, basically at this point, smack that bolt out. That's stainless. And there is another bolt on here. We're going to let that slide the way it is. When I'm all done, I will crack that glass, but I'm going to wait until I'm all done. I can do them all in one little area. So that's pretty much it. It's going to come right apart. And I'm gonna make this go pretty quick. I'm gonna right on the time lapse so I can crank some music, get in a good groove. Hopefully we can blow this out in the next hour and see how much money we made. I forgot what I paid for this, but I think it was right around 800 pounds. So whatever that at 15 cents, we'll figure it out when we're done. Oh, what was that? 79, 80, I said 80 times 10. So yeah, 800 pounds. And yeah, so we'll see you on the backside.
For the ocean, I'm at the bottom of the sea.
All right, we've been at this for about an hour, and I had to kind of do something else there for a second, but this is all the sheet. This is all the extrusions. I've already tarred that. It's 145 pounds of extrusions. So we went from 15 cents a pound on that to $1 a pound. This is $145 just on that aluminum. Now, I do have to crack the glass yet. But we had, let me see, 50 pounds on the sheet. Now, the most tedious part of this whole thing was cleaning this sheet metal off of those extruded things. And basically I just ran the air chisel down. It worked pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is go get the forklift and bring over a bin, and I'm going to crack the glass probably right there, and then throw those right in the bin. We'll get a weigh on that, and we'll be done with this. Things are not light. All right. About filled that bin up. 659 pounds, 79 pounds tear. And the only thing we have to do is, I'm gonna run the magnet over this, clean this up, and clean up the glass. And we'll be back with the final numbers here and see if it was actually worth breaking that down. Okay, we got all this shit packed in here. We're gonna call it a day. And this is the breakdown we had on those lights. So we had 800 pounds at 15 cents a pound. I paid $120 for those. Basically came out to $12 a piece. Then we had 50 pounds of old sheet at 62 cents a pound for $31. Then we had 580 pounds of cast aluminum, 62 cents a pound for $359.60. Extruded aluminum, $145 at $1. 145 pounds at $1 a pound, $145 for a total of $535.60. Basically, that came out to they were worth $53.56 broke down. So the difference was $41.56 a piece, rather than just turning them in as they were. And overall, we made $415.60 in about an hour and a half. Now I could have probably, you got to realize, man, I'm filming and I'm always doing other things, you know, behind the scenes. So I could have probably knocked those out in an hour if I was just sticking to it. So if you guys ever come across those, definitely get them and definitely break them down, because you know, even paying for them, even if I paid 200 bucks for them things, you know, 500 bucks, there's still would have been $300 worth of profit in there. In an hour, man, that's good money. So if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because we got some monster nuggets to pull. We got some big motors, and I got 2 other generators outside to pull some probably big stators like that out of. Well, one will be like the black one and one will be like that other one over there. So stay tuned for all that. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?